Usually, the child seeking a K-2 derivative is on the same application as a parent seeking a K-1 visa, and they will go through the same application process. So step 1 on petitioning for a child, when filling out the I-129F form, be sure to provide the appropriate information for the child or children who will be seeking a K-2 derivative. This will inform the U.S. Citizenship Immigration Services that the sponsor plans to bring both the fiancé and their children to the United States. The second step is the first notice of action. About 1 or 2 weeks after submitting the I-129F petition, the sponsor will receive the first notice of action. A first notice of action is a letter the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services sends to the U.S. citizen sponsor notifying them that their petition has been accepted. It doesn't mean that the petition has been reviewed, but that the payment was processed and the forms were signed properly. The third step is getting the petition approved. The sponsor should receive a second notice of action notifying them the petition has been approved and it is on its way to the National Visa Center for further processing. The fourth step is with the National Visa Center for processing. Once the petition is approved, the National Visa Center will send the sponsor a list of documents that will need to be submitted and an invoice for the fees. Both the fiancé and the child will need to submit the proper documents. Once this is complete, the case is sent to the U.S. Consulate in the country where the child and fiancé live. The fifth step is the U.S. Consulate processing. Once a consulate has a case, the medical exam and the interview will be scheduled for the child and fiancé. The medical exam is used to make sure that the child does not have a spreadable disease. If the child is younger than 14, the U.S. Consulate does not require them to attend an interview. Step 6 is waiting for the visa approval. After the medical exam and interview are complete, the child and fiancé wait for their visas to be issued. Sometimes one visa may be issued faster than the other, or they will be sent at the same time. The processing timeline may vary depending on the cause and the country the sponsor is applying for. There may also be security and background checks conducted at each stage of the process. This can include criminal history, national security, and other information about the sponsor, child, and fiancé.